Hey guys, welcome back to Kuma Style. So we've got part 2 of our Bandai Tamashii Dragon Ball SH Figuarts 2020 event exclusive. So there are 3 figures shown here, but the 2 that we're reviewing are the event exclusive Android 17 and 18. They're flanked by the original Android 16 because he didn't get an update or anything like that. I think his colors are pretty close to the manga as well, so that's why, he didn't get the treatment. But you can see they stack up pretty well to each other, and I'm sure that that's a comparison that you guys want to see. Now, the knockout sizes here, I'm not going to do a bunch of different Figuarts because I feel like this is a pretty standard display having these guys by each other. 18 is about 5 inches on the dot. 17, a little over 5 inches, towards 5 1/4. 16 though, he's a big boy. About 6 3/4 inches tall there. Okay, and now that that's knocked out, we'll go ahead and get to reviewing the figures. Quick look at the accessories for each. Android 17, from what I remember, he's pretty 1-1 with the original release in terms of accessories, so he's got a variety of hands there. The gun that's outside of the holster and the empty holster, the crossed arms, which we just saw, as well as windy hair and a windy handkerchief. And of course, the alternate faces. Pan it over here. See if we can zoom in a little bit more. Now, Android 18, a bit nerfed there. So she comes with the majority of the accessories that she has, the alternate faces, the windy hair, crossed arms, as well as a variety of hands. But she's missing a remote control and an alternative Krillin face as well, or whole head that goes on to Krillin. It's like a side eye, surprise she kissed him look. Pretty cool stuff, but this one unfortunately did not come with that for whatever reasons. Okay, giving you guys a roundabout of each just so you guys can get a closer look at the details. Again, he's about 5 1/4 inches tall. Android 17, that is. Now, even though this figure came out some time ago, or at least the mold did, the recolors have the additional shading, more pastel colors, again, referencing the manga rather than the anime. But honestly, hands down, these look way better, especially like the eyes and fine details and stuff like that. Old molds, but they really made them new. Now, referring to this particular mold, it's essentially a 2.0. It's got the ab crunch. It's even got the style of hips that all the 2.0s do, as well as the knees. It's almost like the 2.0s were modeled after this guy, so in a variety of ways. Now, looking at the articulation, it's the standard peg in the head. It has that hinge that lets it go back and forth, as well as where the neck meets the clavicle area. There's a ball joint in there, so standard stuff. Now, these are kind of just loose flaps. They're not attached to the back of the elbows or anything like that, but he still gets more parallel than normal. Now, he can go through 60, but since this is static, he has to get his arm outwards when going around. Okay. Bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows. Get that out of the way. Good ab crunch and bend, back bend. Alright. Take a look at just that part. And then the waist itself. 360 there. And good back and forth in the waist. Alright. So outward, forward, backwards. Not a lot of backwards there. So that's one thing he doesn't hit that the 2.0 figures normally do. They go pretty far back. Now the double jointed knees, ankle tilt, back and forth, and of course the front foot bend. So pretty cool stuff there. It's just a really, really, really good mold. Now we've got Miss Android 18 on the hot seat. Probably give her a measure first. Again, she is just under 5 inches tall. Really cool detail, and the shading on her, especially because she has so much like the jean jacket as well as jean skirt, it just really shines. And I like this quite a bit better than the original release. Like, for me, hands down. I know it's all subjective, so I'm not saying you should or shouldn't like this or that. It's what it is. Like what you like. But yeah, even looking through the LCD, I'm sitting there like going back and forth like, wow. This is one of my favorite molds in Dragon Ball SH Figuarts history. So, lots of bias there. Now, she doesn't have that additional joint where the neck meets the clavicle. It's all one molded piece there. But the head's on the standard ball joint. Okay. 360 parallel. Pretty far up. Bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows, but it doesn't go quite as far as a lot of them, just past 90 degrees. Now, this at least, yep, that's one piece, but it gets it pretty far. Back bend, ab crunch. Now this, rubber material, pretty cool stuff. Now outwards, this does split, the skirt, outwards. And I'm not trying to push it, but she does have drop hips. So you can pull the hips up, down. If you look at the knee, up, down. Get a little bit farther, but she's only going so far. Alright, so that's with it dropped. Oh, that back up, backwards. There we go. Now, it's hard for me to get the skirt up. Alright, and it's pretty dark under there, but you could see where the thigh swivel is. Pretty good. Alright, put that back down. And then good ankle tilt back and forth. Then of course that foot, front foot, but yeah. Not as advanced, but it still manages to do much of what even the 2.0 molds do, while looking just spectacular. Like I said, she's man, she might be a front runner for my favorite sculpt, even though she's not my favorite character. Okay, and closing it out, we've got some of those handy dandy event exclusive stage acts or stands as well. I've got the number 3 Dragon Ball and the number 4. Zoom in a bit. But yeah, awesome job on these repaints. Nice to see these re-released in general because they were highly sought after figures. I don't know if it was a web exclusive thing. I don't really know what the deal was, but they were pretty scarce, the original versions, or still are actually. And they still demand kind of a high price. They've went down quite a bit, but I mean, these were $200, $250, the originals. So for people just plain looking for the molds, not only did they get them, but in my opinion, they got the best of these molds with these recolors. But anyway, again, this has been the Bandai Tamashii Dragon Ball SH Figuarts event exclusive 2020 variant of, get these boxes right, Android 17 and Androids 18. I'm Kumasel. Check out the full written review and gallery on kumasel.com. Thank you guys as always for your support. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you next time.